It was pleasant that day at the park. The birds whistled, the trees whispered softly, the fish in the pond jumped high, curving their tails like crescents in the air. Most importantly, however, was the beauty of my girl Kelly, and how safely I felt snuggled up with her on the park bench. Kelly and I were happy, yet it was all about to change. It was all about to turn. It was all about to go wrong. There was a small thumping in my head as we sat. It should have caught my attention. It should have caused my eyes to cast further afield on a day of miraculous light. If I think about it now, the day was shining too brightly. Serenely sitting, adoring Kelly's lustrous black hair, that hesitating dull, drumming noise started approaching me, every second getting more powerful, louder and louder, until finally the light fell from the sky and a dark silhouette leaned over us. Suddenly, that pleasant day was over. Kelly had vanished. She was gone. My world had ceased to exist.
Kelly!
I screamed. There was no response. I repeated myself, but again, nothing. I awoke and realized that this happiness was all just a dream. I was trapped down onto a wooden chair. This horror of this entrapment all materialized because Kelly and I had been out late one night and unquestionably decided to stroll home. A cool, violent wind blew and rain poured heavily down. Our eye fell upon a house perched high on the hill, and approached it looking for help. The household looked and felt familiar. The picket gate was stiff, and the paintwork on it was flaking. The indigenous basalt carvings were staring at me. Their immense eyes became more intimidating each pace I took closer. As I knocked, I anticipated someone sympathetic and caring would answer. But never did I imagine that I would encounter the Professor and come unattached to my Kelly and freedom. The door opened with a creak. There was a strange contentment on his countenance, yet his face was almost too wicked and ugly to describe. I told Kelly that we should instantaneously go, but she thought different. He invited us out of the hazard of the night storm. I did not know the danger was just commencing. The timber staircase was creaky, like sitting on a wobbly chair. The Professor took Kelly to get a cup of tea, and we were separated. The house was as spooky as ever. The canvases on the wall eyeballed me, and that was my final sight. The room went dim, and I collapsed to the ground. As I awoke, the sound of the devil then approached me, draining my soul every step it took closer. Finally, its hideous face appeared from the darkness.
What do you want from me?
I cried in vain. He smiled at me and let out a sardonic laugh.
Where is Kelly? What have you done to her?
Every second without her, my stomach grew darker, and my heart drained of love and passion. There was no sense of living. I wept in heartache.
No, don't kill her, please. Take me, kill me, finish me off instead.
The ruthless figure left me there, trapped down onto the rigid chair, my body filled with sorrow and anger. I realized I was an ignorant man, not knowing that something as dreadful as this would come before me. I could not see a way out. I could only smell my imminent death. Then the smallest advantage appeared. I tore off the rigid leather restricting my hands. Instantaneously relief struck, and my hands that seconds ago had undergone torture now felt an astonishing sensation of liberty. Pulsing into my brain were thoughts of Kelly. I desperately began searching for a way out of the darkness. I desperately began to search for my love of my life, my fallen light, Kelly.